I'm so sorry I have not made a video in a long time. Well, I think I uploaded a video not too long ago, but I'd actually filmed it quite a bit before then. And the reason that I haven't been filming anything is because we had a loss in our family. It was my grandma, and I was very close to her, and this is the first person that I've ever lost. I know I'm 30 years old, and I've been very fortunate that I have actually never lost, like a person, before. So this is yeah, I don't even know what to say. It was unexpected, and like it wasn't this ongoing thing where, everybody was kind of slowly getting ready for it. It wasn't anything like that. She was fine, and then she was not fine. And so it was shocking, and I don't know, it just really hurt. And so I haven't been making videos, and that's why. But it has been, I think, a couple weeks now, and I still get very sad, like right now when I'm talking about it. But it's getting a little bit easier every day, and I've been talking to her through prayer and things like that. But yeah, so I'm feeling a little bit more like myself now, and yeah, so I decided I would make a video and kind of explain to you guys why I kind of stopped making like travel. Well, it's not really travel because I live here, but so yeah, we've just been staying home and watching movies and just kind of relaxing and being with each other, and yeah, but my grandma would want me to enjoy her home country. My grandma is from Japan, so I know that it's very special that I get to be here. It was hard at first because she's all the way in the States, and we had just gotten here. Is gotten a word? Gotten here. We just got here? I don't know. We had just gotten here, whatever. And I have flown on an airplane by myself once, and that was from Virginia to Georgia, so it wasn't even that far, and I was terrified, and it really wasn't that good of an experience, because if you've ever been to the Georgia airport, it's confusing. There's like a subway or metro station, and you have to go like down and get on the metro thingy, and then it takes you to like baggage claim, and you have to get your baggage, you have to get back on the metro train, and then to get out, and you can't like just get out. And oh my gosh, I was so lost in the Georgia airport, and Neil was like near the exit or something, and he was getting so frustrated. This was when we were just dating, and I flew out to Georgia to go to the Marine Corps ball with him, and I couldn't figure out how to get out of the airport, like for an hour. I just kept like going down and then going up, and then subway back and forth, and I was so lost. And at that point, I was so shy that I wouldn't ask anybody for help, and I was like, I can figure it out myself. Now I would probably just like ask every single human body, like, I need help, but then I wouldn't. And so I was already terrified to fly, and then that just like solidified my fear. And yeah, so I've never flown again by myself. And the only times that I have flown have always been in the U.S., within the U.S., except for flying from California to Japan, which I did have Neil with me, but honestly, I don't even think I could have gotten here without him. It was so confusing to fly from California to Japan, because you had to like, I don't even know where we flew first. We flew somewhere else, like in the United States first, and then we flew to some other place in Japan, and then from there we flew to here. But there was like one point when we stayed on the plane and some people got off, and there was another time where we got off the plane but the plane didn't go anywhere when we got back on the plane, and it was so confusing. And I was so confused about what the guy was saying, so I basically just followed Neil to Japan. And anyway, so we got here, and we were only here for a little while. I mean, we haven't been here that long. I think we've been here like a month now. And we had just gotten in our new house and everything, and then we got the news about my grandma. And so, number one, we just didn't really have the funds for me to fly home, and also I was terrified to fly home because Neil, he just got here, so there was no way they were going to let him fly back with me. And so it was just going to have to be me alone. And then we were trying to figure out, like, did I want to take Ian with me or no? And the reasons I wanted to take Ian with me were because I've never been away from this child, like, ever. I would say not longer than 2 hours I've ever been away from Ian. And I've never not put him to bed. Mommy has always been there. And so for me to have flown home without him, I probably would have been gone a week. And I can't even imagine being away from him for 1 day, let alone a week. So I was having a lot of stress about not bringing Ian with me. But on the other hand, we could barely afford, almost, for me to go. There was no way in the cards that we were going to be able to afford Ian to go too. And he's 5, so he does require his own seat on an airplane. Can't sit on my lap or anything like that. And so, yeah, the cost of flying round trip, me and Ian, was just, we couldn't swing it. We would have been able to swing, but not been financially comfortable, but we would have been able to swing just flying me round trip. But I was terrified of doing a round trip international flight by myself, and I was also really having stress about leaving Ian. And in the end, just based on things my grandma wanted and did not want as far as a funeral goes. I won't get into that because it's very personal. But suffice it to say, there was actually no need for me to go home. My family told me not to. There wasn't going to be any, like, big thing. But I am happy because we are going to save up and we are going to fly my mom out here because part of my grandmother's wishes were to be brought back to Japan, so I will get to say goodbye to her because she's going to come here. She's going to come here to me. And I was able to speak with her on the phone when they took her to the hospital and before she was completely gone, although she couldn't talk or anything, and we're not positive that she could hear anybody, but still, I was able to, through the miracle of Facebook, I was able to make a Facebook call with my Japanese phone, and my mom was able to put the phone up to her ear, and so I was able to say my goodbyes that way. But yeah, it's just been really, it's been sad days around here, and I just really miss her. And she was like the best grandma ever. And I know everybody thinks that they're grandma. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna stop, but I miss her very much. I'm still obviously a little upset about it, and so that's why we haven't been doing a lot of exploring and filming, things like that, because we've just been staying home a lot. Also, I did go out a couple times, and because I've always grown up in the United States, I actually didn't see that many Japanese people. But here, you know, I'm in Japan, so there's Japanese people everywhere, obviously. And there was a few times when, you know, older Japanese ladies would pass me and they would either look like her, or they would talk and they sounded like her, or like, you know, because sometimes, like, when they, I don't know, if they're just like, when they want to say thank you when you buy something, and they're like, what's your name? And I'm like, Tori. And then they're like, oh, okay, thank you, Tori. And my grandma always called me Tori, like Tori, because she couldn't pronounce the letter R. So she always called me Tori, or like, not Tori, but Tori. And so when the older Japanese ladies here do it, I just, like, want to bear hug them and be like, Baba. But, anyways, so yeah, that's what's been going on. And we're gonna stop this video now because we don't need to cry on YouTube. But I am going to make a separate video which is completely unrelated because there was something that I wanted to talk to you guys about that is just child related. So anyways, sorry for the downer video, and I'm sorry I've been missing, but that's why. But my heart is healing now, and we do hope to be making more videos soon. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!